Kelsey here at Fetch. We have Miss Hazel, and we are here to talk about crate practice. So we are starting with a 30-inch crate. It's big enough for Hazel to go in there, to stand up, to turn around, and to lie down. So you want to make sure your crate properly fits your dog. You don't want it too large so they have space to maybe make accidents if they're a young dog. We don't want it too crammed that they can't lay down comfortably. So just making sure that your dog is able to do those things successfully, stand up, lie down, sit down, and have plenty of space to relax in their crate. So starting with Miss Hazel, we have a slip lead on her. It's nice and high up behind the neck. She is scratching because she's uncomfortable wearing it, but we use the slip lead so we don't have to put our hands on the dog. So we have communication through the leash. I'm communicating to her through the leash what I want her to do. I don't have to shove her in the crate. We don't have to do any of that nonsense. We can just use the leash as our tool here. So I'll show you how we get her started. So you just open the crate door. Hazel, inside. Good. So I just use the leash and kind of guide her in there. And I at least want some acknowledgement, some eye contact before I release her. We're just going to start small. So I just want the acknowledgement first, and then I'm going to ask a little bit more from her as we go on. Good. So I'm using my body to block her if she was to try to bolt out of the crate. You can also use the crate door. See how I just kind of close it in the face. Dogs that are really, really pushy, definitely use the crate door because they will try to push past you any way they can. They'll try to go through your legs, around your legs. So use the crate door to your advantage. Just as a reminder that this is the barrier. This is the threshold. Like, this will teach dogs to respect doorways. It will teach them to respect boundaries and not be so pushy. So the more consistently you practice this with your dogs, the less they'll be shoving out the front door trying to get out. Good. Great. And I'm going to release her because she gave me some nice eye contact there. And reward her with some food. Good girl. Good. So I'm going to use the leash inside. Put her in there. And this time I want to ask her for a sit. That's even better. I wanted her to lie down completely. Like, that's definitely your end goal. If you're starting small, start with a sit. Get eye contact from the dog, get some acknowledgement, and then you can release them when they're nice and calm and settled. So we want them in a sit or in a down to be in a more settled position. So they're not likely to shove their head through the door, not likely to use their paws to push or bite at the crate door, any of that nonsense. So if you start patterning these behaviors now, it will make the crate so much easier the more you practice it with your dog. Great. And I'm going to release her because she gave me good eye contact, again, paying her when she comes to me. Good girl. Hazel, inside. So we name our crates inside. You can name it crate, you can name it kennel, house, anything you really want to call it. Good. So I'm going to pay her while she's in there because that was really nice. I don't know if you saw, but she laid her head down. Her body posture is really relaxed. Inside. And I'm just reminding her inside because even though this door is open, I have a little distance between her and I don't want her coming out until I give her that command, or her release command, which is break. Good. So still waiting for her to get eye contact. Break. And as soon as she did, I said break. I release her, draw her into me, and reward her with some food. Hazel. Inside. And the more you practice this with your dog, doing the reps over and over, it'll be like a game. So they know they're going to get rewarded for this. They know that they just have to go in, lie down, give eye contact, and then once they're in that calm, settled state of mind and in that calm, settled body posture, then we can release them. So since I know she knows what to do, I'm just going to wait. Letting her get a little distracted. She's looking at me for what to do, but I'm not going to use any words. Just going to let her think about it. If she really gets stuck, then I'll just remind her, inside. So using that same command so that it patterns in her mind that inside means go inside the crate and lay down. So she's still thinking about it. Good. I told her good when she laid down. Reward her some kibble. And then the more you practice this, you can build duration, right? So you can get a little bit of distance from the dog, drop the leash, come back in, reward them. Good. And doing this kind of quickly, especially with a pushy dog or a younger dog, they're more likely to try to get out of the crate when they see that opportunity. And really all dogs are opportunists, so practice this with older dogs, younger dogs, everything in between. Good. But this is really, really nice. This is best to have a leash on them in case they need a little extra guidance, in case they do try to run past you or bolt out of the crate, anything like that, you still have control of the dog. Great, good girl. Nice, good job. So that is basically inside, the in and out of the crate. So anytime you get your dog out, whether it's just going potty, you're going for a walk, maybe just releasing them for the afternoon, always practice this with the crate. So the same rules will apply in your home. They'll apply if they travel to a friend's house, if they stay at a boarding facility, or if they come to doggy daycare. It's always good to have these rules and boundaries with your dog and help them realize that the same rules apply no matter the environment. And it'll also help your dog be in a more calm, comfortable state of mind. They won't be so anxious in the crate because they've learned these patterns. So remembering that practice makes patterns. So the more you practice these things, the more your dog will be patterned, the more comfortable they'll be no matter the environment, because they'll be like, oh, this is familiar. I do this at home all the time. Now I don't have to stress.